dominated the Clippers because Kawhi Leonard was ruled out of that final clinching game, and then he's been diagnosed with a torn meniscus in his right knee. That's what sources confirmed to ESPN on Wednesday. The Clippers and Leonard, they will decide on the course of treatment for the injury in the next 2 weeks. That is what our Adrian Wojnarowski is reporting. So this is just the latest major injury, right, in Kawhi Leonard's career. A bulk of those issues have been with his legs. He missed all of the 2022 season. He tore his ACL in his right knee. And then in the same leg, he's had a bunch of different issues since the initial quad injury that was back in 2016. So back here with Ramona Shelburne. Ramona, what decisions here do the Clippers have, first around Kawhi and then in their offseason?
Well, they only have two free agents, and that's Russell Westbrook and Plumlee. But the big decisions to me are, what do you do with this roster going forward? Do you just run it back and hope they're all healthy at some point? Do you make decisions about the future with Kawhi and Paul George having only played 41% of the games and they've got them in 2019? I mean, Steve Ballmer spent over $350 million on this team. This year, Kawhi and Paul George played 38 games together. That's not enough. It's just not. And when you look at this, Ty Lue is one of the best coaches in the NBA.
Facts.
He signed a big contract when he first came in. But if you ask him to coach this team again, that you have a decision to make. Do you ask him to coach that team with just one more year on his contract? He has 1 year, and then there's a team option on the last year. This is a year you have to decide, is Ty Lue, you're going to ask him to coach the team? Do you give him another extension, empower him? Don't send him into next year with this same roster with a contract where he would basically be in the last year of a contract.
Ramona, thank you. So while the Clippers are going home, the Nuggets, they are the team that is moving on. So it's time for Putting in Work, presented by Upwork, because Nikola Jokic, he recorded his 8th career postseason triple-double, posting 28 points, 17 rebounds, and 12 assists, while his running mate Jamal Murray scored a game-high 35. The Nuggets got the win 112-109 to advance to the second round for the fourth time in the last 5 seasons. So the Nuggets, the Suns, they took care of business in their first round series, but Caesars gives the edge to the Suns. That's despite not having home court advantage. The two teams split their season series, but the Suns wins. They didn't face Nikola Jokic in either one of those games. So this series, it gets started on Saturday. We have some sad news now that we get to in the NBA. Heather Walker, the vice president of public relations for the Celtics, died on Wednesday morning following a nearly 2-year battle with cancer. The Celtics released a statement on her passing, saying in part, quote, Heather Walker was a boundlessly charismatic, giving, and selfless soul. As anyone who knew her could attest, her abundant positive energy and kindness should not be mistaken for any lack of fortitude or determination when such qualities were required. Each of these attributes were on display through the best days of her life and remained intact, sharpened even, when she encountered her cruel diagnosis. Heather was just 52 years old. NBA Today will be right back.
From Book and Katie to Russell Westbrook on the other side of this matchup. Let's head out and hear what the Clippers guard has to say after LA comes up a bit short in Game 5.
This is the kind of year that you had, you know, changing teams in the middle of the year for the first time and everything, and now you see where things are. Like, what did this season mean to you in the scope of your whole 15-year career?
Man, it started off difficult, you know, being honestly, but I'm so grateful and blessed to end up in a situation where just allowed to be myself and been able to be brought in with open arms, allowed me to go out and play and compete. And I'm super grateful, you know, just for that. And, you know, I'm happy and blessed to be able to finish another season. Not the result that, you know, myself or nobody wanted, but just for me personally, it's been a roller coaster, mentally, emotionally, for me, and not just me, but for my family, for my close ones, even for my kids. Man, it's a lot of emotions for me, honestly. So I'm just grateful to be able to be sitting here and being able to finish the season. And I thank God just for allowing me to do so, man. So
I know we never really talked about 2 years ago when you had an opportunity to come to Los Angeles for the first time to play for one of the pro teams here. Never really asked about what you thought about the Clippers back then, and now what have you learned from this organization in 2 months that you perhaps didn't know 2 years ago when you came to when you left Washington and come here?
A well-ran organization from top to bottom. Something that, been in this league a long time, you understand the value of the small things, the staff, the people that they have here to take care of the players day in and day out. It's something that I really noticed since day one. And not just that, but a happy and enjoyable environment. It's something that, you don't see everywhere. Happy to come to work, to be able to be around people that actually enjoy their job, enjoy what they are doing. And that's trying to keep all of us healthy as players, but not just that, but making sure we have everything we need to be able to be successful on the floor. So.
Russ, how hard is it going to be making a decision this summer on what you're going to do next?
You know what? This would be probably my first time actually in my career being able to make situations or make a decision. But one thing I do tell you is that I love it here. I love the people, just the fans overall, just the embracement of not just me, but my family and close friends, and just the ability to be able to go out and compete. I know it was end of the year and a lot of different things happened, but I'm grateful, and I definitely love being here. As far as making a decision, I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Don't really know my process because it's kind of my first time doing this, but so we'll see what happens.
We know that you're a family man as well as a man of faith. What will you be focusing on in these next few months?
Those two things never waver, family and my faith, and I'll continue doing that. Those things guide me to any direction of, I want to be in. And as for body and different things of that nature, I'll take a little time off, but just finding ways to be able to mentally just stay ready, physically stay fit, and, get my mind ready for next year.
And also, not everybody makes it to the NBA, but what do you have to say to people who may resonate with your story and what you've been through this season?
Just never, I know it's simple, but just if you're a person of faith, I lean a lot on my faith and understanding that everything happens for a reason. And with that, even when the bad things happen, understanding that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, regardless of how hard it may seem in the moment. Understanding that the people that you have around you are very important. I got an amazing support staff. My wife, my mom, my dad, my brother, my friends, like people that actually love and support me, genuinely care about me, and so many other people that I can name around the world, the league, that supported me since day one. And having that kind of support always kept me going, regardless of how bad it may be. And I take it, and I always take things as a positive. Anytime, negativity is getting brought up, made up narratives, I know who I am as a man, as a person. People that know me know who I am. And I always just try to keep my head forward, stay focused on the goal at mind, and keep embracing the moment.
Russ, what enabled the Suns to do what they did in the third quarter? And the second question is, a lot of teams would have given up after that third quarter, but you guys fought back. What does that say?
Yeah, man, it says a lot. Just the culture of our team, our guys. Suns a tough team. They're going to be a tough team to beat. Had a great third quarter, but throughout the whole fourth quarter, we stuck with our principles, kept fighting, and I just showed you how much and how important